Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Find myself this morning just getting out of bed, not even ready to get into the day. But there's something that's very important to me, and that is you, we the people. And I'm thinking about the crisis that's taking place here in the United States of America today. We have white supremacy standing up, rising up, saying that they're ready to take back their country, and they're glad they got a president who is opening the door for them to be able to do these kinds of things with against the challenges that they would normally expect from others. They don't have to worry about it coming from this president. And so all over the nation you get people rising up saying that we are not that kind of nation, that we were formed as a mixing pot of people coming from everywhere. And now for one people to claim ownership and authority over everything, it just doesn't make sense, at least at this day and time, accepting the fact that the nation was founded based upon some principle relative to that. And the thing that gets me, ladies and gentlemen, is that everywhere people are raising their signs, they're talking about we're not like this. But my question is, where are your solutions? I don't hear anybody talking about solutions. I mean, what is happening right now is destined to happen. There was no way to avoid it except doing the right thing. And if you weren't going to do the right thing, then you were just going in a vicious cycle, okay? So you acknowledge that you did black people wrong, natives wrong. You acknowledge that. And so to make justice, because you wanted to keep your way of supremacy, your way of defining right and wrong, your way of God, you wanted to keep it. So rather than do what was right, the people of the nation went along with doing some wrong, but changing the wrong from those who had been benefiting, causing them a little pain, just to give those who have been suffering a little release. So now you taking the pain from one side and spreading it a little bit on the other side and call this justice, rather than eliminating the pain. Well, it was accepted. And so what has happened over time, it was already there. People had been educated, indoctrinated to think that, well, that they were being abused by the others. And so now you have them actually got a president that says, yes, this is what's been happening. And now they're saying, well, we're mad as hell. So what do? We're right back in the same old place. What do? Is it a thing that's set up by those of you who contemplate conspiracy theories and believing that the New World Order is setting up to cause what you call a war, that the people will be calling out for some security, for some support, and they would be ready to settle for a one world government set up and predicated based upon the ideals of people who wanted to rule so bad that they set up every situation they possibly could. If it took hundreds of years to do it, they did it. So they had one world government. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to stop. It's a simple matter. What do the people want? What do you want? What do you really want? Well, ideally, you would want your dream to come true. That's what you would want. And that you includes every last individual. And what would that mean to have your dream come true? Well, since you've been in a world where turmoil has always been going on, you would basically say you want peace. You'd like to live not under threat of war, or threat of depression, or threat of inflation or deflation, or you don't want to live on any of that. You want to be free from that. And yet, you want to live. You want to exercise those things that are important to you, especially for your survival. like having the food that you want. You want to have that because you need it to live. Every last one of us need that. You would agree? Yes? We need shelter. And we know how that thing has been in the past. But every last one of us needs it. We need to think about it like we want it to be. And not being satisfied or focusing on whether somebody else is doing anything other than what you are doing. And that's trying to get satisfied in their housing situation. We all need education. White supremacists, Nazis, blacks, Chinese. We all need health care. Men, women, children, old folk. We need these things. And how can we guarantee these things to ourselves? Well, let's play a part in creating them. The man who wants to be superior can't answer this. It never has. But the real power gave the earth everything that you would need. The earth could preserve it for you. Like a womb just sitting there ready for you whenever you just grow, mature into something else you want to do. And the requirements to do it is outside of you. It's out there in the earth. On the earth, above the earth, in the earth, seen or unseen, it's right there for you. It has been set up that way. So each of us can put our hands, take a job, not just any job, because a lot of us say some jobs is nothing but pain and suffering. But you get a job of your own choosing. The job that gives you the greatest reward. You see the football player so glad he's playing football, basketball player so glad he's playing basketball. The teacher so glad she's teaching, the doctor so glad he or she is doctoring. Engineers so glad they're building, and the people are so glad that everybody's putting their hand into it, and everybody owns it because it wouldn't be there if everybody didn't do it. And since everybody did it, it belongs to everybody, and everybody got a piece of it. What piece they got is what they want, need, or desire. That's what it's all about. And that's because that's the way the original plan was from the master. That is the plan that would produce peace between the races, between these ethnicities, between Japan, between North Korea, United States, Iran, Egypt. It would ease that, take it away. That plan would. That plan would allow people everywhere to live. No one would be suffering anywhere, because what you don't have there is somewhere, and it's just waiting for you to raise your hand. And it will come flying to you. Why? Because it is the expression of what we have been given to do for one another, as a power that is unseen has delivered this. Not by somebody who says their nation is the greatest nation. By somebody who says we got the biggest bomb, who's threatening death over you if you don't listen. What the heck is this all about? You hear some people say this is a great nation, and this refers to every nation. And somewhere there's somebody saying the hell with that. Why? Because they're not satisfied. The nation isn't working for them. And if you cared, you'd understand. And you would try to come up with a solution together. If you didn't care, that means you deserve exactly what's going on. And you're going to create some additional problems, because the system that you live under, that is absent love, my friends, my sisters and brothers. And that love comes from being the parent of every last human being on the face of the earth. That love comes from being the parent of every individual on the face of the earth, who is set up to provide for every individual on the face of the earth. And for that maturity, that understanding to grow within the development process, coming from a child, even though it's denied to you, there's something inside of you just screaming out. And I know you've been brainwashed. We know you've been brainwashed, but we got to free ourselves. It's not going to come any other way. Our Creator allows this to happen so that we can grow, so we can become a physical manifestation of what is required to produce the things you have just heard here. So, in the streets, saying we are not these kind of people and tearing down signs and stuff like that might be drawing you together. But what's your plan? I propose to all the people in the streets, when you get back out of those streets, turn your YouTube on or Facebook on and watch this video. You need to understand that whatever you want in life, everybody else wants to have the same freedom to have it as well, as they see. And there is no way, there's no justification, there's no justice in any way that comes up that leaves anybody short. Now, how can you come up with an idea that can make that available to the human race? Recognizing that nothing belongs to you. You brought nothing in with you, you take nothing out. So everything belongs to here. And to those that are here. To benefit those that are here. And all the things that are necessary for them to enjoy being here. Come on. Think about that kind of stuff. It's easy, it's simple. Just like I said it. Right now, you can do it overnight. Listen to me. You can do it overnight. You already got people producing the goods and services that we, the people, have determined are essential for our survival. We already got that being done. The biggest problem with that is money. People don't have enough money to get health care. People don't have enough money to get the housing care. People don't have enough money to take care of their needs. So when you take the money out of the picture, everything that people need, the houses that they got already there, those who don't have houses now can begin the process of getting houses. Because now you got people that's in the process, in the building. Now the doors open to bring in new apprentices, to bring in new builders, to meet the needs of the wonderful people that needs new housing, some housing for the first time. But at the same time, giving these guys who are ladies who work in the building industry, who just love it, been waiting, been dying almost to get into the industry, now are there. So they can glow in life. Why? By producing what people need. They are very important. See, that's simple. You do that overnight, take the money out of the way. People on the street who are living in poverty. Now don't have to live in no poverty. They only live in poverty because they don't have any money. But they got agencies set up to assist people in getting houses, make the process can continue, but now it works effectively because it works as it is designed to work. Get people houses, not sit up and play these games. Make sure that people got access to these services. Oh, brother, overnight, cut the money out and decide that we the people go take care of one another. Overnight. Don't take no legislative matter. You the people decide that overnight we're going to start taking care of one another. We're going to take one another, we're going to take the resources of the earth, and we're going to provide it for one another in such a way that every last one of us can be thrilled pink. Overnight. What's your plan? Just walking around with signs and start fighting and burning and cursing and talking about each other in the New World Order somewhere with what, the Council on Foreign Relations and that whole cabal, sitting up laughing, waiting. Is it ready? They say, is it now time? I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, let's surprise them all. Let's us, we the people, take back our own lives. We're not taking back that. We're taking back our own lives. And in taking back our own lives, we dedicate and direct what our lives are to be a part of. And what that means is you being a part of it. And nobody representing you but you. Bye-bye.